The wind's blowing again. I tell you, I'm dead tired of this stupid wind. It's not bad right now. It was worse this morning. So just kind of showing you what we're going to do there. Anyway, I'm going to work on it unless it starts getting real windy. I'm going to pull out that the heater box first. So I'm going to clamp off the hoses to it. Cut the one hose. Actually, yeah, cut the one hose, attach it up into here. So I'll do that. That's what I'm going to do first. And then we're going to find all the bolts and everything to take that box out, then put the heat, not the heat shield, the cover plate over, and go from there. Okay. Alright, so first thing I did was I just cut the hoses right there. That way it's just easy to pull out. And then there's a bolt here. See if I can get all these. I might get my finger in there. Let's see here. Trying to show you where all the bolts are. Anyway, there's one there, one up in there, one below, there's one below there, one right there, and then one behind all that mess. I don't know if you can see it right there. So did all those, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this plate off, take a screwdriver in there and just pry it out, and then we'll see what's holding it up on the inside. But that should get my blower fan out, I do believe. We'll find out here in just a minute. That came out fairly easy. Now I got a big old hole up in there, so now I can put my plate up there, and that should block it all off. Of course, I'm doing the plate on the other side. So you can see the hole. Oh, my flashlight can't see, but anyway, that'll cover all that hole. So I'll go ahead and find some bolts that are going to fit those holes, and clean it up a little bit and put it on my plate. Also, it's kind of a thing. I would have a big old rat or mouse nest, I guess, here. So that kind of shows you exactly, you know. So that goes between there and there. So that's a definite fire hazard. So anyway, glad I got that out. I'm probably saving, like I said, probably 10 pounds. That's pretty heavy and a lot of room. I'll show you the difference with the new heater core that I got. Give me a minute. So that little thing compared to that huge thing, remarkable. So that should give me plenty of room. And then what I'm thinking is on that back plate there, I think I can install my amps up in there now with all that room up in there. But I'm gonna clean up all that. Take a lot more stuff of that, you know, the old insulation, rubber and stuff out. So we'll do that first. Here's my rough test fit. So they do line up perfect. Clears up a lot of space down in there. So now I got a lot of valuable room. And it'll be nice and clean. I'm gonna run some silicone around the edges before I put it on. But I just wanted to show the test fit. And then we'll go from there. See, I got to get this installed, I think, first before I start fiddling with the stuff on the inside. That way I know if I have to bolt and drill any holes to this, then this will be like in there and I won't have to worry about anything. So yeah, I'm gonna do a few things to attach, because I got my washer pump, so I need to figure out how I'm gonna put that. Probably up in here, probably in the back. Yeah, anyway, And boy, it really did clean up a lot of stuff. So now I don't need the electrical end for the blower motor, the cage. So I don't need to have that hooked up either. So I just have to worry about this right here. And that's about it. Just attach it. So okay. Liars, every last one of them. All right, so we have 3 holes that line up. So we got that one lines up, that one lines up. Those are the 2 important ones anyway, because they're from the firewall. And then that one. My other 3 do not line up. So the easiest thing to do is to see if I can drill through, you know, and drill just new holes. Now I can tear it off and try to drill new holes to match the existing holes, or I'm just going to drill through the fiberglass. It's much easier. I don't even know if I could get a drill in there. This one for sure, I cannot get a drill in there. Maybe if I take that spark plug out, maybe. I don't know. So that's our problem. So let's figure out what we're going to do there. I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know what I did. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got these ones just kind of started. That one, I'm going to screw the metal coming from the inside. Okay. So that way, I'm going to use this existing hole right there. So I'm going to drill a hole through there and then go from there. Now, before I tighten down all the bolts, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put silicone all along here while it's still loose. I'll loosen them up even a little bit more all along here. And then that way I got a good silicone bead around here, you know, all the way around. And then once I get the silicone there, I'll do silicone on the outside, because I need to silicone the outside, you know, along these edges and that. And then I'll tighten down all the bolts. So I'm gonna drill the hole first, silicone, tighten up the bolts. Okay, siliconed in, bolted in. Looks pretty good. I might put a little more silicone just around the top and around the edges, because it looks like it needs it a little bit. So I'll do that. Then I'm done with that. And then we'll figure out what I'm going to do down here. Now that I opened up a lot more room, yeah, I can figure out where I'm going to place everything. So, alright, let me finish siliconing. Alright, so I found where I'm going to put my amps. I'm going to stack them, but they fit right up in there now that that's gone. I mean, that's perfect. So I'm going to make it the little bracket and be able to install it that way through the firewall. And I think since that's there, and then I'll put my heater just right there, well, turned of course. I'll have plenty of room. Okay, so getting closer. Okay, so I'm gonna stack my amps. I put a bolt through each hole, tighten it down here, and then set this on top to get the right amount of spacing. And then once this is on, I'll put another nut on top of it to tighten this one down. That way there's no movement. And then it'll be able to go through the firewall, and then I'll just have to do a 1 bolt, you know, on the outside of the firewall to hold it in. So they're going to be stacked. All right. Okay. All right. Here it is finished up. I forgot I need the 1 bolt out, so I'm only going to use 3 bolts because I'm not going to be able to reach that bolt once it's in the firewall. So now you can see I got just enough gap in between, so there's no heat on heat. You'll dissipate a little bit of heat. I got both face plates, so if I need to adjust anything before I totally install it, you know, I can adjust everything in there. So now I can do the wires, all the wiring and everything before I install it. So that should just fit in there just right. So now, let's see. I need to make either quick connects to the speakers or, to the crossovers, and maybe a quick connect, you know, to everything else. I got actually some, right here. So these are amp quick connects too. So I can run all my power and ground wire to these for my 2 amps. And I got a little dog here. He's dog sitting. He wants to play. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna install these. That way I can tap into these right away. And it has quick connect for remote and ground and power wire. So I got them. I actually got 2, one for each amp. So we'll do that. We'll do that now, and then for my head unit, I could just plug in RCAs. So no biggie there. So that'll be a quick install, and then, like I said, I just need to do the speaker wires, quick connect to the the 3-way speakers, and then run some speaker wire back to where my sub's going to be. So I'm gonna do all that, get that all set up. That way I can just plug and play it in and make it really simple and neat. Okay, so we got this tightened up. So now when I install it, I can just put these nuts. I'll put a washer actually on the back from I think. I'll worry about that when I get there, because I'm still going to have to adjust all the settings first before I actually install it. Maybe I'll be able to access it from the top. I don't know. So this is what I did. Combined everything. Here is the power going right through here, the power remote and ground. These are quick connect, so these just snap in and out. And then I'm going to add my fuse. I don't know where yet. I want to kind of set it in to the, you know, kind of get it up in there, and I want to see where I'm going to put the fuse block. And then I'll run my 2 power to the fuse block. Of course, my remote that goes to that. And this comes off the head unit for the RCAs. The RCAs go up into here. This is the out. So these 2 quick connect. So I got quick connect right there, just in case, and a quick connect right here. This quick connect will go into the crossover, and then I got about 8 to 10 feet of other 14 gauge speaker wire to go to the sub. So anyway, so you can kind of see my whole mess here, but it's all zip tied up and everything like that, so everything will be out of the way, and then I can just run my wires where they need to go. And then I got 2 connections on the battery. They're kind of They go on the top, so then I can run my ground and my power to there. I'm gonna run the battery ground. I'm gonna run it up to somewhere on the body, connect these to the body, and then another ground, 2 grounds going to the battery. That way we, nothing shorts out or anything. And we got good ground and good power and all that. So, all right, that's where I'm finishing tonight. This took up most of my night because, I was trying to do the quick connects, trying to figure out, getting all the wiring correct, and so forth. So hopefully tomorrow, I might have to work tomorrow, but I should be able to get some more work done. And I'll be able to get this, hopefully, somewhat installed. And then I can, put the dash and everything back together. So, and I still got to run power to my my heater switch. And still do a few things in the center console. So, anyway, we're getting there.